Let's begin with the onslaught on hideouts of terrorists by Nigerian Air Force as part of efforts towards eliminating terrorists, insurgents, and other criminal elements across the country. Aircraft under the air component of Operation Hadin carried out airstrikes on terrorist enclave in Sambisa Forest and the Tumbuns in Borno State with some degree of success. The locations included the enclave of notorious terrorists Fiya Ba Yuram, the current ISWAP leader in Sambisa Forest, but it cannot be ascertained if he was among the terrorists neutralized in the strike. Really, the Nigerian Air Force seems to have gotten that reading back since last week. I've been hearing stories of major bombardments across the country, and if this is sustained, we'll get the results we wanted. Now, tell us about this ISWAP leader. We can't confirm yet.
Yes, they are hoping and praying that
the notorious guy.
Yes, he was a Shekau supporter, but when ISWAP raided Shekau's stronghold and Shekau was forced to commit suicide using his own suicide belt to bomb himself, he eventually switched to ISWAP. A lot of them refused to switch, and instead of switching, some even surrendered to Nigerian troops because you can imagine a commander, when you switch to ISWAP, you become an ordinary fighter. So for that reason, and the fact that they could be on vengeful killing of Shekau's people, given years of animosity, some of them decided that no, let us not join them. You know, rather than join, we will go and join Nigerian army and stop fighting. So this guy was one of the few who remained, and he retained control, the command of the Sambisa area, because the terrorists have leaders in the various areas. For example, they have leader in Goza, they have leader in charge of
fragmented, so to say.
The point I'm even making is that the various territories, for example, the Mandara Mountains, they have somebody who is the commander for Mandara Mountains. Because the Mandara Mountains stretches from that Goza area, and the other side of it is Cameroon. So it's a very strategic area for them. They hide on top of it from bombardment and all that. So they have various territories assigned to each person, more than 100.
What a shame.
So in this case now, the Air Force, relying on reliable intelligence, decided to attack a group of people inside Sambisa because there was a lot of activities going on. They then sent the jet to go and raid them, and the assessment showed that a lot of those guys were killed. Some of them went to hide under trees. The plane continued to bomb them. So they want to believe that he is part of those killed. But you know, terrorist leaders are not so easy to kill like that, as we discover with Shekau. You will say you killed him, we will discover that you didn't kill him.
So
in this case, they are just
very sure.
The Air Force is being careful. We say, look,
so that
we know that
another case of Shekau,
the attack was successful, but we don't know whether we took him out. If we took him out, we'll be happy because it's a major threat. So, and in fairness to them, especially in the Tumbuns of Lake Chad represent the power base of ISWAP, because that was their own headquarters from the beginning. And we never launched a major operation to take that place from them. But the Air Force has been bombarding that area using the Tucanos and relying on the precision of the Tucano to decimate those guys. And everyone knows now that the attacks on troops have gone down significantly in the northeast We are not reading those reports anymore. It is because successes are being recorded against them. They can't even plan. In the past, they will have the luxury of planning an attack and carrying it out. Wherever they are gathered, unmanned area vehicle will size them and go and take them out. If it's not unmanned area vehicle, it is the Tucanos.
GKB, I thought the standard practice was if you've done your area clearance, as in maybe we have infantry soldiers down to come and sweep. So if we have enough by now, they would have ascertained if this guy has been taken out.
Well, I think that it's better to be on the side of caution, because, like you know, I will said on this program many times, it's easier to just assume he's dead than to announce it to the world, and because that can be dangerous and also cause morale to fall within our forces if he eventually was not killed. I just want to commend the Nigerian Air Force, and I think what they need to do now is to sustain the bombardment. I don't want this to be like Fiya Ba at a point that was very successful, and then they pulled back, and they give them time to recoup. If you are eating at the end of the serpent, make sure the head is cut off, not simply by making sure it's not mobile. So that's the key to what we need to do now. But I'm sure that neither ISWAP nor Boko Haram have the capacity right now to recoup. If you can sustain this, at least till the end of the year.
There's a number. Even the number of Chibok girls being discovered is testament to the fact that they are making progress. Or their husbands, their husbands were holding them hostage. A lot of them have been taken out. So those girls are coming out by themselves.